Fellow dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are this very moment, I greet you and I welcome you to my dear channel, Biafra Universal TV. This very moment, I want to let you know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is doing what he said he was going to do. He said he will stand for himself, he will speak for himself, he will defend himself before the magistrate. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have demonstrated it. When you watch very well, if you have seen him as he was coming through the door of the court, he walked into the court alone, without any lawyer, without any senior advocate, without anybody accompanying him, because he said his lawyers should stop, that he can take care of himself. And that is what we have seen transpired today as well, as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu appears in court or arrives in court today. So it is very, very phenomenal. It's very awesome. The judge was helpless and surprised, dumbfounded for the performance of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, as he reminded the court the previous judgment delivered by the same Nigeria court, which said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be discharged and acquitted, and this matter should not be visited by any person or group of people or in any country again, because the manner in which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned to Nigeria is very, very abhorred. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and that one makes the whole matter to end so far. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal, and the Nigeria government did not pass through the due process to bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. Due process in the sense that they have to pass through what we call Interpol, International Police, which they didn't do, because why they didn't do it is because it is illegal. It is illegal for them to pass through the Interpol. They know that it is not going to be possible for them to pass through the Interpol and bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, because why? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any offense, such as now some people who are saying he committed treasonable offense, and this one and the other one, it is not true. So you can see that United Nations are the first to declare Mazen Nnamdi Kanu discharged and acquitted before Nigeria court, Federal High Court, discharged and acquitted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria Supreme Court discharged and acquitted Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I didn't see where the strength of Nigeria can be compared with that of Americans and the international community. I didn't see where the Constitution of Nigeria can override the veto power of international community, which Nigerians were signatory to. So what I'm telling you this very moment is that there is a lot of joy, celebration in the process, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have won this very battle. Single-handedly, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu won Nigeria government. Not for them to mention this matter anywhere or to do anything stupid with this matter. So, and as like I told you, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu with a bold face, because he has won. And it's not today he win Nigeria government, but they are just tossing him up and down in order to delay him with a frustrating strategy, in order for him to die in the DSS custody, or for them to have their general election 2027 without the presence of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So they want to do what they normally know how to do. So what I'm trying to say this very place is that when you see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as he walk majestically and they enter into the court. I think everywhere was cool and calm because something that has not happened before is now happening. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is getting relieved and free as a human being, not to be, put in a cage or being entangled by one group of people or the other. But I know that some people are with him. Some of his men, some of his people are standing there outside to know what will transpire. But all things being equal, you can see that Mazen Amdekan is not alone. Even inside the court, there are people who believe in him. There are people who are with him. And there are people who are still working with him because he cannot be alone. He's a man that God has blessed and you cannot curse him. So all what Nigeria government is doing is in vain. So they have nothing against him. When the whole charges is being quashed, removed, and he's been freed, then the Tinubu and Southeast people, the politicians will look for one thing or the other and say, for him to stay there, he's not yet discharged and acquitted. So it's very, very uncalled for and very painful that the giant of Africa have messed them up, messed themselves up. They have sold Nigeria and Nigerians so cheap to the international community. So to say Nigeria have no good reputation anymore, Nigeria is completely damaged and off from the sight of men. So what I'm telling you this very moment, um, let it make sense to you, for you to see the reality on ground and believe that Mazen Amdekano is one of the greatest leader in Nigeria that's supposed to be respected. Yes, supposed to be held with two hands, supposed to be appreciated because all what he said has come to pass. Yes. And why is it so that Tinubu did not see reason to release him? Tinubu is afraid of Mazen Amdekano. Southeast politicians are afraid of Mazen Amdekano. Nigerian politicians are afraid of Mazen Amdekano. So why won't you people let him go? So that what? Peace can return in Nigeria and Southeast. So I'm telling you that Mazen Amdekano's name has gone beyond the border. It has spread abroad, and it is on every crane and corner this moment. So Mazen Amdekano cannot be forgotten in a hurry by his courageosity or courageousness. He cannot be forgotten. He has left a good legacy. He has laid good footprint, unerasable. He has demonstrated justice and equity. He has demonstrated fairness in all ramifications. Mazen Amdekano have shown that he is a man of peace and he come to make sure that Nigerians have peace, not only in Biafra land. So, my dear people, I don't know how you may interpret it. I don't know how you are seeing it because that thing he said has come to pass. You will be in your house and Fulanis will come and drag you out and kill you, pieces you, and nobody will talk about it. There will be no law, no justice, nothing. But Fulanis who does this have not been apprehended, not even one. But Mazen Amdekan, who said the truth and looked for means to solve the problem, is today the victim in the hand of Nigeria government. This tells you how corrupted is Nigeria government and how corrupted is Nigeria politicians. So I believe concretely and confidently that Mazen Amdekan shall be released in no distant time because somebody who is working with God knows what to do. But let us believe and let us work towards his release. Are you getting me? You have to hit and hold your wings properly, and we have to play our own wings properly, because if the system is not overheated, they will not release him. They need a stronger hand. They need a hardened man or hardened men in order for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be released. So what I'm saying this very moment is that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not fear anybody, does not look on the face of anybody. He does what is right, and he does what he said he was going to do. And he's doing it even as I'm talking with you now. He did not relent effort. He did not fear anybody, but he went ahead to make sure that his plan comes to reality. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's detention is injustice, is unjust, is out of hatred. It burns out of acute hatred because he is an able man. And able people are first in everything, not only in Nigeria, but anywhere you find them. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm talking with you now, don't be deceived. Nigeria cannot be one. And there's nothing you can do to bring Nigerian minds together. Yes, because I cannot forget what, destruction, catastrophe that this Tinubu and Buhari government have caused in Nigeria to Nigerians. The havoc they have agreed together to wreak and put people into untimely death, stress, and IDP camps everywhere. So you can see Biafrans, they did not pull back. Biafrans are not ready to withdraw from their leader. And where their leader stopped is where they have taken off. Even in the court of jurisdiction, Biafrans are still solidly standing with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. As Mazen Nnamdi Kanu decided to teach the court what they don't know, teach them a lesson, because they are unprofessional. So how will you give me order with the documents? And this document is with you and it's with me. Then all of a sudden you change it. I started talking a different thing. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made himself clear that the same court have discharged and acquitted him. Why should you then go back to the same matter after he has been discharged and acquitted? If not injustice and hatred and nepotism, and because Igbo politicians decided to be, parasites, hypocrites and parasites. What some of them are fighting for now is to become a governor, to become a president, to become whatever. Meanwhile, Nigeria is on fire. Somebody that his house is burning, does he chase a rat? The answer is no. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu shall continue alive and save his people. We are solidly behind him, and we shall not give up from following him. So his instruction gives life and hope for good things to come. So I want to say that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have performed excellently today in the court. Yeah, it's not everything he will do, but the one he has done is perfectly accurate. So I will leave you here Till we meet again.